Hello, everyone. Christian Duran here. It's been about 3 weeks since I made a video. You guys have been to Birmingham and Miami trying to enjoy my life. And evidently, since we live in a society that seems to be so prevalent with so much insanity, with the liberal pathogen being spread around, it's really hard to even go on vacation, you guys, and try to stay away from politics and all that kind of stuff. But you guys, it's just so much insanity that anywhere you go is heavily overly saturated. You guys, let me be extremely blunt with you. As a YouTuber, I'm getting exhausted. As a Christian, I'm becoming exhausted. As a conservative Republican, I'm becoming exhausted. As a patriotic American, I am becoming exhausted. I am becoming mentally fatigued because I am constantly vexed, continuously. And you guys, here's the thing, is that I do not want to sound as if I am being pushed to become borderline, just like sociopathic or anything like that, or I'm becoming just massively obsessed with what's going on in our country. But the thing is, you guys, it's hard to ignore it when you have a spiritual conscience. Each and every day I can assess the lack of the Holy Spirit being present in people, in our society as a whole. Lawlessness is becoming a norm, and we know it, you guys. It's rampant. We have people at Capitol Hill who are responsible for probably the biggest, and you guys, this is not an exaggeration, but you guys, this is probably the biggest inside takeover we have ever seen in history of the world. These people, the deep state, are working against our president and the American people to destroy us. And look at how many people are completely puppets of this. They're puppets of them. They're completely indoctrinated. They're unable to think for themselves, and they only reason by emotion. That's because they're taught to. Their father is Satan. You guys, with Trump declaring the national emergency, it's about time. He's doing something that's unpopular, but for the right reasons. Because for decades, presidents have failed to tackle this issue. So now we have a president who's willing to say, you know what, I don't care. You might not like what I'm going to do, but I'm going to do it because it's in the best interest of my people. Especially when you have 30,000 Americans per year who are dying from drug overdoses, not counting the 4,000 Americans per year on average who are killed by illegal immigrants. Then they talking about the border wall is a waste of money when we spend $155 billion per year dealing with illegal immigration. But they say that building a wall is a waste when they know that walls work. When you look at these video games, these RPG games, okay, these role-playing games, you guys, where people have to build or start building their civilization or start building their base, whatever the genre of the RPG is, you guys, they start building a wall. It's common sense. And yet, you guys, because of the cognitive dissonance that's being taught in our universities, they are ushering in socialism as well, and then also the open borders agenda as well, indoctrinating our youth to make them believe that a president who is actually doing what's right, what's in his constitutional right to do, to declare a national emergency to protect the lives of American citizens, it's wrong and it's racist. Wow. What's right will be considered wrong, and what's wrong will be considered right. This is what's being taught at our universities, Monday through Friday, without ceasing. But I'm going to get to the biggest thing that pisses me off. And I know some of you who have been my subscribers for a long time know what my biggest pet peeve is. My biggest pet peeve is a person who says they are a Christian and yet they do not align themselves with the Bible. And then they fight against Christians who align themselves with the Bible. When is enough enough? I'm telling you, I'm getting to the point where it's just because of the current state that we are in, the rapid, the vicious onslaught, okay, of just people who are so depraved that I'm getting to the point where I'm just like, you know what? Are we like actually going to head towards a civil war in our country because we refuse to become puppets of the state? We have these liberals who abuse legislation, who abuse government, who weaponize government just so that they can infringe upon our constitutional rights and our liberties. Abuse the government, weaponize the government to make us become compliant. When is enough enough? When are we actually going to storm Capitol Hill and actually get these people out? I'm being honest with you guys, okay? I really want justice. You cannot tell me we are not falling down into the abyss when we have people in the United States who are pushing for socialism and also killing babies. You can't tell me we're not sliding into the abyss. The great country America. Satan is busy. He is. He is working overtime. I am truly concerned about President Trump and his safety. I'm truly concerned about conservatives' safety living in the United States, knowing that we have had the DOJ, the FBI, the CIA, and also our police departments who have been weaponized and being used to push an agenda. This is complete totalitarianism, authoritarianism. This is statism. And they're trying to force us to become compliant, to render us acquiesce to the point where they say, well, either you're going to do this or you're going to go to jail. And why are we standing by idly and we see this coming? We have the foresight. You guys, I'm not talking about going out hurting people, doing anything like that. But you guys, we have the right to abolish this government. They are failing to preserve or even to exercise the United States Constitution. So much corruption with our politicians, so much corruption, even going below the politicians to our universities, even all the way to our junior highs and even to our elementaries, to the workplace. And you guys, this is permeating every area or every facet, every aspect of life. This complete lunacy that we call liberalism, aka it's Satanism. Wow. I just, I don't know. I'm just kind of just dumbfounded sometimes. I really am. We got Alexandria Cortez, Nancy Pelosi. I mean, Chuck Schumer, freaking Maxine Waters, you guys. Oh, wow. 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 This is what we have to look forward to. I must present this question. What are we going to do if Donald Trump does not win? And an extremely radical Democrat is in the White House. We know that the Ninth Circuit is completely 100% liberal. We know that. Someone may say, well, we still have the Senate. There's more conservatives in the Supreme Court now. Will that be enough? I don't know. You guys, it feels good to finally be back at home. In my bedroom slash studio slash my think tank. It does. It feels good to be back home. But on the inside of me, there's this burning desire for America to come back to the reverence of Christ, where common sense and truth reigns. But this is a complete byproduct, you guys. Our society today. This is what you get when you take God, Christ. When you remove the cornerstone from your society, this is what happens. And if you're not familiar with the matrix of liberty, type it in on Google, or you can go through my videos, and it is called Liberals Have Lied to Us. You can find those videos. It tells you about the matrix of liberty. The blueprint to what made this country great was not our politicians. It wasn't even George Washington or the founding fathers, etc. It wasn't even them. It was who they put their faith in. It's Christ. We have to come back to Christ. We have a president that wants to put or have a prayer back in schools, and also reading the Bible back in schools, teaching Christianity in our schools. A lot of people say, well, there's a separation between church and state. No, has nothing to do with the United States Constitution. You have freedom of religion, not freedom from religion. You guys, in order to put this back into an orderly fashion, we're going to have to go back to the blueprint our founding fathers actually followed. And that's the Bible. Second to none. Feels good to be back, you guys. God bless you all. This is Christian Duran signing off. Have a great day.